So guys, welcome everyone to my channel and also of course in Jordan channel. Let's see if it's going to work now. Look how he put like a model, you see? You see? He's so shy.
Shy? No way. I'm just preparing myself here. Okay, go ahead, man.
Okay. Well, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
Fine.
Besides the technical problems we just had, and I was having a heart attack right now, but everything besides that is fine.
It's all fine. I have a lot. Well, some question I was preparing before coming, and but first of all, I want to tell you that it's nice that you are here, of course, and it's nice that you came back for an IOC. But the first question I think is pretty easy, no? Or you probably expected. How do you feel? I mean, how do you feel after 2 years break completely? Probably a lot of people made already, but I never did to you. I mean, 2 years was the break?
So, you know, it is hard for me to be back because I expected to have a bit of an easier path to, let's say, top 5 again. But now I even struggle to reach top 5, so it is a bit harder than expected, to be honest, and that is kind of you know, an obstacle for me mentally. So I could feel better, or I expected to feel better. But anyway, I see it as a challenge, and you know, it would be boring if I would come back after 2 years and after 1 month I'd be top 3 again, so to say, right? So I see it as a challenge.
You are destroying my interview. Because with your with your answer, you are almost answering all the questions.
Man, you know me.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's nice because you answer almost all the questions in one, right? Because I wanted to ask you exactly that. Did you find that that people is playing better than before? Do you don't feel as smooth playing like before? And please, I will ask you then when you answer with your eyes, your green eyes, look at the webcam. Even if you feel weird, you know?
Okay. Yes.
Like
that's
this is
that's important. Yeah, I have to get used to that.
Yeah.
So your next question is now, if I feel like the players have improved, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, I definitely feel so, especially regarding the skill set of macroing and having like optimizational build orders. I think they have improved there, and it's very tough now because in the past my build orders were always kind of perfect or close to perfect, and that's where I was always able to edge out against other players. But now it's tougher, and especially with Volatile Kingdoms, it's getting tough and tough because the meta has changed a lot. So you know, on different aspects I have to improve on, and that's just the way it is.
Do you think that also that? Do you think it's maybe? I don't know if it's a mistake. Come back directly and go directly to stream. It maybe make it harder for you because streaming need a lot of interaction. You are also there with people. Remember that back in the days when you were playing, a lot of games were being played in a private rooms with with password and so on.
Yeah. So it definitely affects the game. That's definitely right. Especially I'm that kind of guy who's like, I'm kind of bad at multitasking, as funny as it sounds. I'm a professional Age of Empires player and struggling with multitasking. But for example, like Viper, he's like, you know, he can talk and play his A game, and I still try to get at that certain level. It will affect the gameplay, but not a lot, to be honest. So for tournament games, I told myself at the beginning I will just focus on the game without commentating at all. And after a while I'll see how it goes. But obviously rated games I will always stream and commentate and stuff like that. Even though I feel like there's still much improvement from my side to, you know, talk more while playing.
Yeah. Well, I think the most important for tournament is just to focus on it, because if not, it doesn't make real sense to play the tournament. So you have to forget a bit. It's sad for the viewers probably and for the chat, but you have to focus. What about King of the Desert? What are your expectations then? It's more or less close to already the first answer you did, because you expected to be there, right? Like, but the rating is that important, or it's not about the rating? It's about your own feelings.
So rating is important for the seeding, but other than that, it's not really important. And as you can see, Viper's just playing around. For example, I take him, he's seeded number 10 now, even though he should be obviously number 1. But I mean, people are trying different systems how to seed, so I can understand that. And you know, my expectations for King of the Desert, I want to at least reach top 8. That would be something I think I can achieve. And top 4 I would be really happy with. But top 4 is going to be very hard. Let's see.
Do you think now, because I know that now you're daddy, congratulations. I never told you live, so
thanks.
How do you manage now? Because now, I mean, back in the days you were younger. It doesn't mean that you are not young now. Look at me, for example. So, but now you have a job, right?
Yes.
You have a job. You have a kid.
Yes.
The wife is probably the boss in your home, like in mine, right?
No.
No?
No.
She's not there, right? She's not there.
You know what? She told me, oh, you're interviewed today. Better watch out what you're saying. I will rewatch. So I should have answered yes now.
Yeah, well, but what I mean is, how you manage, because you play now less hours than before. That's also truth. It's not an excuse, but you play less than before. Or not.
Yes. I play much less than in the past, so it depends. So in the past, when I had my highest level, I played maybe 5 games a week, so I did not play a lot. But for me, more or different aspects were more important, like that I stayed healthy with my body. I ate very strictly regarding food, right? No sweets and stuff like that. I was really focusing much on food, and also I was working out a lot, 5 times a week. And I was very dedicated to the game itself, and I felt very, very strong. Mentally, that's like the mental part is the most important part when you reach a certain level. And I, found out for myself that if I am healthy, if I do a lot of sports, then I can achieve the best things. And I, for a certain time, I did. So that's the way I went. And obviously, nowadays, I don't have that much time anymore, which I personally think is not a huge thing. I still think with the 10 hours a week, I can achieve top 5. But obviously, the life has changed, as you mentioned. I have 40 hours work or job a week. So after 9 hours in the working day, after that,
you're tired.
You're tired. Like mentally, you're tired, right? And sometimes you're feeling headache or something. So that obviously adds into all of that, but obviously I won't play any tournament games after work. I will just schedule everything for weekend. So that's some way how I can circumvent everything. And having the baby and obviously my girlfriend at home as well is, a different. I mean,
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good.
It's a different duty you also have, right, in your life.
It's happening to you that sometimes, for example, it's like, because when you are a streamer, now it's like a responsibility too, right? Because you feel like, okay, I say that I'm going to stream, but that day, for example, you feel, oh man, I'm tired now. I don't feel really streaming, but you say I'm going to stream. I'm sure. Have you been in that situation? And then you play 1v1 top level, tired that if you have the option, you will go rest, but you said, okay, but I have to be because the viewers will be there.
Yeah, that's exactly. I totally agree. You have a certain responsibility as a streamer, especially if you are saying, "Hey, at that time I'm streaming," then you want to show up, because otherwise, people are making time for you to watch your stream, and if you cancel that, that's not good. That's just not good. You are kind of disappointing your viewers there, and I personally hate doing such of things. So I try to avoid those kind of things as good as possible. And usually that works, but sometimes, I'm not sure if you heard about it, I have this real severe problem with my back. And I've been having that for 30 months. And on Tuesday I had a surgery now, so hopefully that will be freaking fixed now. So I don't have this issue anymore. And I can always, come online when I tell I'll stream.
Yeah, hopefully it will be like this. Well, I will ask you now. Swiss boy is doing for King of the Desert some kind of fun questions. He started with the Viper. He did already. Probably he sent you some others, but I'm gonna make you exactly the same questions that he made to the Viper. You only have
Yes.
to answer yes or no. But since we are in
Yes.
an interview, you can be it's more open. You can make some explanation, because if it's only yes or no, maybe people gonna be, come on, explain
Okay.
this. Okay.
You know,
I am the
before
best. I am the best Age of
Okay.
Empires player of all time.
No.
Okay.
No, because Vipers. So yeah.
Okay, you can explain if you want to say. Okay.
I was just yeah.
Go. You want to say something else? You said already.
No,
Viper.
you go. It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Arabia is one of my weaker maps.
No, it's not. I would even say it's one of my stronger maps because I have so much experience on it.
Okay. The game is better with the expansions, and I never want to go back.
Definitely yes. You know, we have played Age of Empires: The Conquerors for 15 years, so everything has been found out already. All build orders are optimized, all strategies are optimized, and we've been looking or watching recorded games for 5 years, and it's literally always the same, so it's getting really boring. And with Vololo Kingdoms, you have so many new strategies in there. You also have new civs, which add so much more fun, right? So I would never go back again. Just stick fully to Vololo Kingdoms now.
Well, it's really nice. What do you think also about the 1.5?
The 1.5, that's just amazing, really. Like 1.5, it feels like, for example, for me, if I play against a European player, it feels like you're playing against the AI, against the computer, right? And it literally improves the Age of Empires so much. It will help Age of Empires to eventually become esports, because you don't have that lagging part anymore that much, right? With the 1.5, which so it's really amazing.
And
the first time I played it, I was fascinated.
And it's better. Imagine if they still even improving to make the final research, which is unbelievable, really.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, defensive play beats aggression most of the time.
Yes, it does. It does.
Sadly?
Because, sorry?
Sadly, or do you prefer to? What do you prefer also? Playing
Oh,
defensive,
well,
aggressive?
Yeah, it's kind of sad because I don't know. Like, I think the aggression. Usually, always say aggression wins, right? Or aggression is the best defense. That's how you say in German, at least. In my point of view, the one who's putting on the aggression has to invest more resources and has to play a bit faster, I feel. So, the player who playing aggressive is investing more or is using more skills. Thus, he should be also having the advantage. But, yeah, it's not always like that in Age of Empires.
Who is the best player playing on defensive mode with the macro?
Viper.
Viper? What
Yes.
about Doubt in his best times? Do you think Doubt is still, or do you have seen Doubt playing better back in the days? This is one tough question.
I think he's currently in his prime time. That's what I think. And obviously he is super strong, playing very well under aggression as well. But he might be only top 5 in that regard.
Okay. Not winning King of the Desert will mean I failed?
No, it would not mean that, because I don't have those
I have to answer you. I have to ask you that, but you say top 4, so more or less it was answered already, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Good preparation for the new stuff will beat pure AOC skill and knowledge. For example, Mr. Yo, or better said, can Tatot with his incredible knowledge from the HD beat Mr. Yo, for example? That I think Mr. Yo it's better probably with AOC and knowledge, AOC skill and knowledge, but he's not that good on Wololo.
Well, depends. So Plateau has improved a lot the recent months, I would say. So I would not even claim that he's weaker on AOC than Yo. But
it's just an example. It's just to go for the main topic that with the knowledge, with a good preparation for this one, can beat pure AOC skill and knowledge.
It depends on the skill difference between the players. But if the skill difference is not too high, then yes to your question.
Okay, and how much impact? And now we get a bit more deeply into King of the Desert. Can be the civilization choice. In the first round, it's best of 5, no bans, but after the first round we have bans already, global bans. So
Yeah.
it became how important can be.
It is very important. So the civs are very important for the outcome of the game. And you know, if you choose the right civs and your player or your opponent is not, then you have a huge advantage, because some civs are very, very strong in Arabia. And if you take advantage of that, then you're definitely in a good position. So a huge impact.
People, I see some polemic, some little drama. I saying, oh man, Viper is on 10th position on purpose. I don't think so. Or do you think he's not focused 100% in the training? Because as down you go into the seat, more problems you will have to choose civilizations. And then imagine if you cannot choose a really good or you can choose good civilization because there is a lot, but the civilization choice, if you are seat first, you get advantage also with the civilizations.
Well, it depends. It depends. So if you're a higher seed, then you can choose if you're player A or player B, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it's fair. I think it's fair. Yeah, both players have their shot. So I think it's fair. And Viper's not doing it on purpose. He's just playing around. Raid has never.
I'm sure he's not doing, but you know how people is. It's like the polemic
I know.
and.
I know. I'm just saying that I know Viper may be the best from everyone, and I know that he's not taking care or caring about points at all. He would be 1k8 and he don't care about it, so that's just Viper.
Okay. This question. Team is the weakest player out of these 5 highest rated synapses right now. Leary, Yo, MBL, Doubt, and Team.
Yes, he's the weakest one.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to explain why, or?
So Tim, I think has. I just feel like his speed.
The speed.
No, Tim's speed is nothing compared to the other 4 players, and speed is not the most important thing in Age of Empires, but very important. And the others are very smart as well. So Tim has a huge disadvantage regarding the speed compared to the other players, and yeah, that's why Tim is the weakest one of the 5 players here.
Okay. Some players are much easier to beat in a tournament setting because they choke.
Yes, that's definitely true.
The psychology factor. How advantage you can get in the real moment when the tournament starts.
Huge. Like, you know, that's the mental part I was talking about. So there are people who are struggling to focus or bring their A game when the pressure is on. And it is really, like, for example, Slam. He's such a great player, but in tournaments, he always struggles because he mentally just scrambles somehow. And that's why he's not able to bring his A game, and he won't, you know, perform like he usually does in rating games. So it is a good example.
Couple of hard questions. It's not about you. One is about you and one is about other. Now that you said Slam, what do you think was the reasons from Nikov to drop at the end? Because for me, Nikov was one of the really favorites to win this tournament.
I don't know Nikov too well personally, to be honest, but it could be something personal. I don't think he would be scared of the tournament itself. It doesn't make sense because he signed up initially, so yeah, we can just speculate about it, but I think it's something personal.
It's a pity, right? I mean, for you, for the players that are really good, you prefer to have the most, I mean, if you want to participate in this kind of events, it's better to be with everyone, right?
Yes, definitely. But you know, things are like they are, and I'm even very happy that we have so many great players signed up. I mean, that's like the highest stack tournament we have had for years, so we can be just happy about the things how they are.
Yeah, happy to
and also congrats, ma'am, to hosting such a great event. Well, that was a good idea.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hopefully, it's going to be good, and it can be not the last one, just the first.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
That's the idea.
Hopefully.
That's the idea. Hopefully. This question, I have seen you. Since you are back playing a lot, I have cast you a lot of games, but I want to ask you why you didn't play 1v1 with one player. I don't have to say the name, right?
With one player?
Yeah, yeah, with one of the top players that is not that don't care too much about the rating right now. Why you didn't play a single 1v1
Oh,
with the
oh,
Viper?
oh, Viper. Okay. Well, I first want to really get into a shape where I tell, okay, I'm finally back in a shape where I can give him a challenge, because currently I still think he would just wreck me. Oh, 1 second. Oh, that's bad. I forgot to. Oh, 1 second.
Okay, I don't listen to anything here. Maybe only listen in your stream.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah.
People
Anyway,
is waiting. People is waiting. This answer really, really strong. You know.
yeah, I know. But anyway, the reason why I haven't played him yet is because I think when I'm able to reach that very high level again, Jordan against Viper will be the most, entertaining game people will wait for. They will want to watch that game, right?
Yeah, you
And
want to be
don't wanna
in your best shape, of course.
exactly. We don't want to have just rating games. We want to have a nice tournament, like a best of 21 or something, right? And that would add really a lot of hype, and that's what we are looking for. But of course, I have some way to go still.
Well, but it's good. It's good that you say that, because I like that you are honest. I mean, because you could say like some is good, and you are just telling to everyone that you don't feel yet at the level to face him, or you don't feel yet in your top shape.
Yeah, but I think we can do some nice tournament, like best of 21 or something. Because I owned his ass easily last time we played best of 21, and I'm sure he wants to take revenge on that one.
I really think that King of the Desert, the psychological factor gonna play a lot. We're gonna see with the single elimination, we're gonna see more than one surprise.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. It's going to be very interesting. It's the first single elimination tournament for years, I think, in Age of Empires. So it's really interesting. But I like it, to be honest, because it will make the tournament effective. It will make it short. It will focus the action completely for 5 weeks, and I like it. It's very nice. It's good for the players, good for everyone.
If the tournament started right now, you know who are facing in the first round?
I think Miguel, right?
You are facing Miguel? For
sure? I think so.
I thought some people told me that well, I know that there has been some sign up in the last second.
Yeah.
Yannick, Miguel, and Mentalist today. So
yeah.
Everyone seems to be joining. Is Miguel in the first round? Jordan versus Miguel?
I think so.
That's not really easy matchup.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So let's see how that will evolve the next hours.
Well, someone saying in my channel, Miguel? Fuck! Like, what is this in the first round? Someone was telling before that was a spring or something. To be honest, I don't know, because I know that the bracket has been changed, but I'm not sure about that.
Yes, it was spring, I think, early morning, but now it's Miguel, I checked.
Okay. Favorite civilization? Only one, because I don't want that you say so many details about your ideas for King of the Desert, of what you are going to pick. Just for the new civilization, if you want to answer that. If not, I will understand. But only one, not gonna make a lot of damage in your strategy, or maybe yes, for the ban. Now you can trick now everyone.
Definitely Koreans.
Korean. I see that you are really honest all the interview, man. Okay,
that's what I'm about.
Okay, Jordan has been honest till now. Till now. I don't want you to tell me what civilization is the worst, right?
The worst civ, something like Indians or something.
Yeah. Well, it's complicated to ask about the strategy. People was also asking before, like, for example, if you choose 5 civilizations, what to use first? The stronger, then live in the middle, because if you use all the stronger now, yeah, you can go 3-0, but if you fail, it's really, we don't need to talk specifically, but it's complicated, this system. I mean, I think the settings, it's not because I'm hosting the tournament, are great, man.
It is. It adds so much more variation to the game, and also people have to think not only in the game itself, they also have to prepare a certain strategy. As you said, which civ will I pick the first? Will it be the best one? Will it be the second best one? So it's really interesting. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, let me check, because I got some more questions here.
Yeah.
if someone is in your chat also, because I cannot pay attention to both chats, I'm sorry, and they are asking something interesting and you want to also answer, just let me know, it's no problem. You can go for some interesting question from your chat. I don't have to make the interview only. Of course, your viewers are really welcome. And what is your favorite unit in the game?
Favorite unit?
Unit. It's complicated because now we have 31 civilizations, but...
Favorite unit... That's a hard one. I would say Paladin.
The Paladin is still...
Paladin. Yeah, I think so. Paladin is just amazing. It's fast, it's strong, I like.
Okay. It's surprising.
Or Mangadice, or Mangadice.
I always love it, Mangadice. Of course, Conquistadors I think is a sick unit to stop with the raiding Conquistadors. Really complicated.
Yeah.
People told me before, do you think Viper is now a better player than when you than when you left?
In terms of decision making, yes. In terms of skill and like macro, no. So overall, I think it's pretty much equal, I would say. But yeah, I think Viper still can play better than he does now. Yeah.
The problem is that till now, I mean, for a long time, except those HD tournament that we saw in the past, 1v1 I mean, there have been a long time without a 1v1 tournament of Wolverine with normal speed. And he's playing, or all the people is playing, in the stream, but not tournaments 1v1 for a long time.
Yeah.
So now we're going to see a lot of things. What do you think?
Yeah, we will. And the matchup I'm looking forward to most will be Lyri against Viper, because I think both of them will reach the final. And then that's gonna be a very nice one, because Lyri is, I mean, he will be the new #1. I'm pretty sure about that one.
You want to make the interview yourself, man. I don't have to. I don't have to. You killed the questions, man. I
okay,
was
man.
about to ask who is going to replace the Viper. Okay, I'm going away, man. I'm going away.
Okay, ma'am. It was nice having this interview with you. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned. Let's see more. Well, what was the hardest? Because we thought that you don't feel in your top shape. But what is the hardest thing after you're returning? I mean, is the speed?
So learning Volatile Kingdoms was the hardest part, obviously. I remember when I still played the Conquerors, I even reached top 10 already after 2 months, so it was not so hard. Just Volatile Kingdoms, there's so much stuff I have to learn. That's the hardest thing, and speed. Speed is the second hardest thing I have to retain.
But the thing is, I still see that when the games go for a really long game, you're still getting some advantage to some players. It's like, I notice, I don't know if you feel like this, that sometimes you struggle a bit in earlier, maybe because of those decisions, but if you manage to hold, in some specific situation, I remember now one game other day, that you have to move everything. I think you were with Indians, was against MBL. It was looking that the game was completely over. I was also telling, come on, Jordan, what is this Titanic? I'm honest too, you know. And then you came back from the hell, and I was like, and now I have to go under the table because and you remember that game, right?
Yeah, someone in my chat told me that you were streaming, casting, and saying that I was dying, and then I said no.
Well, but you were dying. The thing is that you didn't give up. Also, I want to is related with this. I have seen some games. I know that you have the knowledge, of course, but I have the feeling that in some games you give up too fast.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Think about that. I watch a lot. I know that you play a lot. You have a lot of experience, but I have watched a lot of games and a lot of comebacks. You know, a lot of comebacks, and that comeback you did, for example, I thought that you were dying because I have seen you resign in better situations.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like,
and
usually when
this is like a little advice. If I can give you an advice, like, come on, man, just try because till the last second, if you keep moving and so on, I don't know what. Maybe you don't feel it, but I think more than one viewer feel that.
Okay, well, that's interesting because
you can see in your chat also. In my chat, I will check. if they agree or not. It's just like a little question for everyone.
Yeah. Well, usually I always think about if I really resign, and when I decide to do so, I'm pretty sure that it's over. But okay, I'll take that one into consideration. Maybe
there is one player that is just the opposite. MBL never resigned. I mean, MBL never resigned, and he win a lot of games because of that. That's absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're thinking now, like.
I'm thinking, like which game? Yeah.
Okay, let me check. There's what else? Oh, who you don't want to face in King of the Desert? In earliest rounds, of course, because the scene it's been a bit variable. So don't tell Viper. Don't tell Viper. Other.
I want to face Viper. No, let me check who I want to face.
Who don't you want to face?
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. You know, I take anyone. I take anyone. I just would like to. No, it's a hard one, man. It's really a hard one.
Well, I told you that I was going to ask.
Yeah, you like you got me here. You got me here. I was not prepared for that one.
Some people say Jordan looks so young here. Well, how old are you, man?
I'm 25.
He's young, guys. And you compare with me that I'm 40, guys. Please don't make this comparison because this is not going good for me, guys. Come on, this comparison are 25. You are young, man. Of course. So what the hell? Damn it. What else, guys? What do you want to ask to Jordan, or anything you want to say about the tournament, about the expectations also? Well, another good question. After this event, you would like to see more 1v1 tournaments or something game?
I think 1v1 tournaments are the best ones because, you know, every player is for himself and the games are the best as well. It's the easiest one to watch. I personally don't like 4v4. They are boring to watch, at least. I feel so. And it's also very smooth, like the 1v1s. It's very easy to administrate, and you know, you can make a strict plan and everyone has to follow it. Like 5 weeks. That's a perfect duration for a tournament. Don't need to extend it for 3 or 4 months because it's just boring. 3 or 4 months. That's just I don't like that.
The hype is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
The hype is gone.
And I like, who wants to watch group stages? I know people are there who wants to do so, but I personally feel like that's boring. So,
well,
yeah.
No, go. That's it, right?
I think 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3 are very good tournaments. So something from these 3, but 4v4 is just bad, in my opinion.
Well, so when there is some big events, some games are fine, but I can tell you that with 4v4 and also for like a caster, it's so exhausted. I prefer 1v1 100%. I got really good experience with some 2v2 tournament like Nomadness. I don't know if you were around. I think you were not around, and that was great. 2v2 just Nomad tournament. It was really fun to watch and to cast in because it's a crazy map and it can happen anything, but really complicated for the players. And I think I prefer also, well, I think no, 1v1 for sure. Well, guys, more questions for Jordan. More questions for Jordan. It's your opportunity. You have him here. Well, you have streaming, so you can interact with him. But this is a little special interview for King of the Desert that is going to start next week in 3 days. So you are going to try to improve more your rating, or no more time? It's tomorrow, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not, because I'm not playing that well this week.
So you don't want to go down then.
Exactly. I'm fine with how I am placed right now, so I won't change anything here.
Well, I really think that it can be more pressure even for others because, you know, the psychological factor when they say, okay, round 1, I have to face Jordan. It's like in football. I don't know if you are a football fan or some. When some team is sit lower and then they have to face them, the experience in the tournament, the team always play better. So yeah, let's see, man. I'm putting also some pressure on your shoulder right now.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know, I can handle it, but I'm thinking more like, okay, someone is saying, okay, I'm against this Jordan guy. He has a kid. He must be old. He must be slow, easy going, right?
If you call yourself all again with me in front, we will have problems. I'm telling you, man, because I'm gonna feel an ancient man, and granddaddy, like they call me sometimes. When the tournament start, well, King of the Desert start 13, well, the first week, but probably the games will start around, always happen, 15, weekend. 16, weekend even, so it's gonna be half, middle of the next week, the weekend, 16 games will be the next week. Forecasting 16 games is gonna be almost impossible because it's 16 games, best of 5. We will try to stream live as much as possible. What is not gonna be live will be recorded games. And why did he come back exactly? Question for you. Probably you answered already.
So why I came back exactly? There are more reasons to that. So first one is Carlini and Viper. So Carlini gave the financial support, so to say. So he made it possible financial-wise, and Viper was able to convince me to come back to Age of Empires because he told me that streaming is very nice.
You are noob now. You are noob now. You are noob now. And you say, come on, what? I'm noob? No. I come back and I will kill you.
I will kill you, slap you right away.
No, sorry. Come on.
That's the way we treat each other. No, but he was telling me that streaming is very fun, and I would really enjoy it as well. And you know, I really enjoyed it, and I always pictured myself streaming while playing. So I thought, okay, let's take that shot. And I kind of wanted to see myself if I'm able to come back to my old shape and fight for #1, or if I'm not able to do so. So I see it as an objective for my life. So that's the reason why I came back. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to not defend you, because sometimes people is a bit mean. And in the chat, I don't like to avoid any question, you know. And people say, well, money.
It's fine.
But people say,
I can handle.
Well, but no. Also, it's not a question that I want also to answer and also or debate with you. Like, if people do the things in life for free, I mean, people in life don't do the things for free. You go work for free and your work. You don't work for free, right?
You know,
and if you play and you are streaming, you are providing some good content from people.
Yes.
What is the bad thing if you also get some support, subscription, or donation? The good thing is that people is free to do whatever they want. You don't force to anyone. I don't force. Nobody force, because this community, without tournament, without support, and so on, there will be no tournament, for example. And
yeah, and especially the streaming part is for most people an entertainment, right? So instead of watching TV, for example, you go on your computer and you watch a stream just because you want to be entertained. So you can just lay back, sit, and you can watch something which you enjoy, right? And literally it's kind of the same like watching TV. You're also paying a certain amount of money, usually, when you want to watch something on a program, on a television, right? So it's kind of the same here. And as you said, it's like life costs something, right? You won't get anything for free usually, right? So everyone has to invest time, and they have to make a certain revenue from that, obviously, because you can spend 80 hours streaming and not making money out of it, because otherwise you won't be able to live your life.
It's obvious, man. Well, I really like that you don't avoid any question, you know, and we have to say to all the viewers that we didn't even talk about the interview, right?
Yes.
We said we're going to come Tuesday. You told me that you got a little surgery, and we said we didn't prepare anything. No questions, no nothing. It was all spontaneous. You messaged me. You came. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you feel comfortable. And
of course,
was nice, man. It was nice. So if you want to say some last question, I think it's already nice, because 50 minutes, well, 40 minutes, something like this. I think we cover all the question, and it's getting late for you, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
It's okay.
Girlfriend is out, so it's all fine.
He's out for that. He's out, and he's saying that the boss is him. He's out. He's out. You know? Guys, the truth always comes. You know, the truth is always coming at the end. Completely. Yeah, put your hands.
Yeah, I revealed myself.
We can keep talking then a few minutes more till the boss is coming, and we will see his face. How it's gonna be.
One sec, I think she came.
Yeah. Come on, sit down. Well, guys, and Jordan, thank you so much, and I wish you the best luck and play your best in the tournament.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me for this interview. It's very fun, especially the spontaneous one. I really enjoyed that one. It's the best you can have, I think. And also much thanks again for hosting the tournament, which will provide high quality games and a lot of fun. So thank you very much for that.
Well, and thank you for participating and also take seriously, because I have seen that you try seriously, and that's really nice. Thank you so much.
I will always do. It's a tournament, I'll go full concentration mode.
Because we love this game. You know that I always say. So
exactly.
Well, man,
so
thank you so much.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, you and your viewers. See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, that has been the Jordan interview. Hope you have enjoyed. I think it has been nice. I have enjoyed. We will do more interviews. If you like it, you know what you have to do, guys, because this is going to go for YouTube. Just press the like and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, guys.